With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Let's see.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll find Shaheed out to the right. Will go down as a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Back to throw, Darnold. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
5 yards. It's 2nd down.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And it won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Second and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The drive starts with a run from Achane. Down the left sideline. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame.
So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
They'll run. Achane.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Devon Achane.
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Dolphins take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Seahawks 0. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. Tyrell Dotson there on the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now it's Darnold.
As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Walker.
A beautiful fake. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 more there and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to Walker on 1st down.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This goes to the tight end, Aaron Sauber. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Darnold's going to stay out there. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 down to the 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack.
At the 13-yard line.
So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Darnold.
Open man left side. Shaheed has it.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Darnold. He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Seahawks have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, H.N.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go. Achane.
And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Darnold from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now he's going to step up and run.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work in the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 14-10.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Achane on the counter.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the 1st down.
First carry now for Alexander Madison.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Up the middle, Achane. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Play action, now it's Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, come on, 2. Come on, 2. Come on, 2. Go ahead.
He'll get that out wide to Waddle. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Tua. A short one here secured by the tight end Waddle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. Penalties not what they needed here. 1st and 15. Tua going to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. A run straight ahead with Achane. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we play as an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down. Tua. Throw caught by Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
20 TX.
Here's Tua. This is caught by Waddle.
I'm a little surprised right here. They got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Throwing Tua. That is caught.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Now Tua. They set up the screen. H.N. has it.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. This is 1st and 10.
One last throw now for Darnold. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody.